Again, man, shout out to you guys for helping me get to 10,000 subs, man. This has probably been my best month on YouTube for after 5 years. Keep this up, and might actually be able to retire my mom's this year. So, man, appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. But Wack100 responds to Lefty Gunplay's beef with him. It's Lefty went crazy on him in that Bootleg Kev interview. Shout out my guy Bootleg Kev. But it was kind of warranted. He felt like he was sticking up for his people, sticking up for his community. And I understand that, being an underrepresented African, I could genuinely get that. But this was what Wack had to say, and then we'll jump into the clip of him saying he wouldn't sign a Southsider, some of the reactions around it, and why that clip is important, because Wack100 says,
when I say, and y'all hear me say it a lot, I don't know this. I really don't know him. It's a lot of names you mentioned that you think I know. I'll be like, who is that?
Okay.
I don't know. Like, you got me into some what
Lefty Gunplay.
the lefty guy. I thought you was with me.
What?
No, when he says it, right?
Because you said he ain't never shot.
Yeah, but when you said Lefty Gunplay, right?
Right.
I'm thinking you trolling, just saying some
It's a crazy name.
So when you said it, I said, oh, this is about ain't never shot. I don't know he's a rapper. I don't know he's a real person. I don't know he's Mexican, black, white.
Just
I don't know he's from LA. I don't know.
He got a lot of deals on the table.
I don't know about. I don't know shit about him. Right. So when you said, yeah, I interviewed Lefty Gunplay, right? I'm thinking he trolling me. So I respond, he ain't never shot. Now come to find out, Lefty Gunplay is a real person.
Yeah.
Southsider. Did some time. I talked to his CEO about a week ago.
Yeah, OTR.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. His CEO said, Wack, I know you're not trolling from what you say, right? Because he asked me about me saying I won't sign the Sudanyo, right? He said, because what you saying, what happened is happening to me right now, because he's Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian.
He said, Wack, they just pulled up on us.
Really?
Bootleg Kev called him on the three-way. He said, bro, what you are saying is real. We're going through it right now.
What?
Yeah, I mean, anybody that did time, that understand our culture, know that when you're dealing with that movement, that tribe, they're disciplined, they move different, right? And if I was to have a Sudanyo sign to me, right, and he blows up some Kendrick Lamar shit, right?
You're smoking up.
Life in the WWE is just crazy, but we're both.
sorry, y'all, I don't got a premium, but it's cool. Y'all help me get a 10K, I'll get premium.
Do is approach me. I ain't giving up nothing. Then when they see I'm not giving up nothing, and at this time now, my comrades, my homeboys who fuck with me are at risk of a war, right? Then they're gonna take that artist, if his brother in Folsom, they're gonna stab his ass. If his daddy over here in Lompoc, they're gonna get at his ass. They're gonna utilize these things to control the art.
So basically what he's saying is, so Wack100 went viral about a year and a half ago, having an argument with a Southern rapper by the name of Thresh as to why he wouldn't sign a Southsider. Wack100 then went on to explain he wouldn't do it due to certain politics about, like he just explained about OTR and Lefty, about him belonging to a certain organization and the organization overseeing everything. And Wack was like, I can't have that, being that I'm a manager and I can't lay it down because I belong to an organization as well. If you didn't hear that clip, here's a quick little.
Never signing no Southsider to do no business.
You're full of shit anyway, nigga. The original question was why you don't let me finish when I'm talking to you, bro. See, you said some shit like, what'd you tell me? The homies are gonna DP me if I ever work with a Pyru or if I'm fraternizing with a Pyru. That's bullshit. I got a song with Slim 400. I went up in politics with all my homies before I put that song out. So I don't see the where you're coming from with that. That's Slim 400 from Bompton. That's TT. That's Treetop. And that's Compton politics right there. You know, you put Koymar get it, you tapped in.
Bro, but it's my right. Look, once I told you,
I know it's your right. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know it's your right, bro. I know you don't have to fuck with me. I'm not my little distro kid chick.
Politics you fall up under, bro. But nigga, I know what cases my little homies in jail for. My last 5 little homies in jail is bodies on a motherfucker that don't look like us.
Yo,
my homies in the penitentiaries, my nigga.
So when you say things like that, it's you kind of show a ulterior motive where it's like it's not necessarily the politics behind them and how they run. It's more as you have, like he just said, I got younger homies whose they last bodies is on people that don't look like us. So it's much more personal, much more severe than a surface level. Yeah, I got different politics. I can't really sign, because after hearing that, you can see why some people might be frustrated. But shout out to Haters World, Blue Devil. I think he had a very good explanation as to what's going on. Make sure y'all go check out the Haters World, Southsiders reaction. But here's what he had to say.
They're disciplined. They move different. What they're gonna do is approach me. We got to do this.
To go visit that Italian guy in East LA, that rich Italian guy, and they told him, look, you got to pay. And that fool was like, no, I'm not going to pay, right? And then they killed his son, and they actually did the, you know when they made him bite the rice, and little puppy came in from behind with a big old knife, or the other guy, I'm not sure which guy it was, right? And then the rich Italian guy, somewhat, I think he put bad drugs out there, and he killed a lot of East LA Mexicanos, This is what this fool's talking about. He's saying that if somebody comes up to him and says, hey, you signed Lefty, right? And now we want to cut. And if Wack says, I'm not paying nobody nothing, they're going to start knocking out fools in prison. Now, look, I'm not saying that's not possible. I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm simply saying that this fool is living in this movie fairy tale, and he doesn't let go of that. A lot of times, business takes care of everything. A little bit of business. Before you go into any deal, just make sure the business is right, and you won't have no problems. But let's go.
That's well said. Very well said. He's like, hey, man, yeah, we might have certain politics. Yeah, we're organized. Yeah, all the things you might hear. Yeah, so what? But we still conduct business very thoroughly. Now, he said it perfectly. A little business sets a lot of things straight. Now, if there's paperwork intact, if there's contractual agreements, regardless of anything that's outside of that, what's on paper really, that's when you go to court, when you do any of that, it's what does the contract read? What does this read? So he said a good point, like, hey, man, yeah, we might be belonging to a certain organization. Hell, you belong to a certain organization, right? So hearing it from a Southsider like Blue Devil, it's pretty, you can understand from that point of view, like, yes, they do have certain policy and procedures, but he said straight up, like, hey, man, we're humans at the end of the day. We're businessmen at the end of the day. We're not savages or animals. Like, we conduct business, right? We're for the growth of our people, and in order for our people to grow, we must conduct business properly too, whether that's in the streets or professionally. So, but what do you guys think about this whole situation, man? Shout out to, y'all know I'm from Arizona, man. Black and browns like this. Arizona's predominantly Mexican, you feel me? I grew up in project buildings with Mexicans. Knock on your door, get some salt, lemon, all that type of stuff, So shout out to the gente, you feel me? Shout out to all my brown community, brown brothers and stuff. What do you guys think about this situation, man? Let me know. Jump in the comments. Help me get to 10K too, though, y'all. We almost there. We need like a little bit push, and we're going to get to 10K.